And a happy new year to you all. Welcome to episode 41 of the podcast, The Pocket Stylist. I'm Lisa Talbot. I'm a personal stylist, and I'm still on a mission to help women have a wardrobe of clothes that they absolutely love, one that gives you a positive mindset, and one that makes you feel good. So we're going into a new year, everybody. And I hope you had a lovely Christmas. I hope you managed to grab some time with family and friends, and I hope that you also managed to have a bit of a restful time. But we're now going into another year, so it's another exciting time for fashion, and it's exciting time for our wardrobes, etc. But I'm a very, very keen person to always say to you, you must have a wardrobe of clothes that you love. But one thing I really struggle with is the whole concept of new year, new you. So that's not where we're going to go with this this year. And what I don't want you to go into that kind of 2022 into January and think, right, I need to be new year, new me, new wardrobe, etc., because that's quite daunting, isn't it? And I want us to start the new year just actually kind of looking at our wardrobe, thinking about what's in it. What do we want from our wardrobe as well? What do we want from it? What do we want it to give us? Same thing. What do we really want to get from our high street? What do we want to get from online retailers? And actually, how are we going to navigate our way through this? And you know what, when we say that whole saying of new year, new you, it's more about, actually, I'm going to tweak things here and there. I might not necessarily be happy with the trousers that are in my wardrobe, or I'd like a few more dresses, or I'd really love to know a little bit more about colour. It's never, ever going for me into a new year going new you, new year, because it's not about that. It's just sometimes about going, do you know what? Let's make a few tweaks along the way. And those tweaks always must put a smile on your face. So let's have a little bit of a start with regards to colour. Now, I know on previous podcasts, because we've spoken about colour in detail, we've spoken about style personalities in detail, we've spoken to some amazing guests, and I have got more amazing guests already lined up. And the dates are in the diary for the recording, so I'm really, really excited about that. But I just want to cover a few points today to kind of go, do you know what? Let's see if I can help you kind of highlight a few areas that might help you moving into the new year, but we're certainly not going to go all hog, dramatic changes, let's, undo our bras, throw them out the window, and let's start again kind of thing. So let me start with a little bit about colour. So what I want you to do as we start moving into this new year is maybe think about colour a little bit more. Think about how you wear colour. Think about how colour makes you feel. Think about maybe when you put certain colours on, you love them. So I know for a fact I love navy, and I wear a lot of blues, but I know that the navies suit me way better. And you know what? It is the colour that some people say to me, you really suit that navy. And you know what? Actually, when I look in the mirror, I kind of know I do, because it makes me feel light and bright. It makes me feel clear. So have a little think about colour this year, and think about, when you open your wardrobe doors, do you have very monotone? Are you very black and grey and whites and creams? Or have you got lots and lots of colour, but actually you only wear a pop of colour in the summer? Or do you have colour in the winter, but you struggle what other colours to put it with? That type of thing. So let's have a little think about colour as we move into the new year. I want you to also think about you as a person. So you as a person, which is your style personality. So a little bit of, who am I? Who am I? What do I like? And you know what? You don't have to be ever somebody that you are not comfortable with, because from a clothing perspective, if you wear something you're not comfortable in, you never actually feel confident. So I want you to think about, who am I? what do I really like? What fabrics do I like? What look do I like? Maybe how can I create that if you don't really do that now? Have I got clothes in my wardrobe that can create that look? Because whatever happens, those clothes that you wear and the accessories and your glasses and all that type of thing, they have to be very much you. So, for ladies and that have seen me with my glasses on, I've got, very big, chunky Marc Jacobs glasses because I love them. There you go. I love them. You see that word, love. I love them. They're big, they're chunky, they're quite in your face, but they're very me. If you put me in a very small, dainty, maybe metal framed glass, I'd feel really uncomfortable. So I want you to think about who you are, what you love, and never ever be anything than unapologetically you, ever. We don't apologize for who we are because that's what makes us feel good. So I want you to think about colors. I want you to think a little bit about who you are. And then I want you to think about, do I want to do the same things that I've always done? Or actually, do I want to make a few changes? And by that, you can start by even looking online, look at different retailers, look at, we're all very good at online now because we've had to do it over the past couple of years more. But also there's some amazing brands out there, that are very much online. So I want you to have a think. I want you to have maybe a little look at different retailers online that you think, they look quite nice. Or maybe even, put in your search engine in Google, red dress or, I don't know, Chelsea boots. Because what it will do, it will bring you to the sites that you might not have thought of. Or other things like, go on to inspiration on Pinterest if you like things like that, or have a look on Instagram, because there are some brilliant brands that are showing you and showcasing different collections and different items. So have a look at things like that. And then when you're shopping, if you're in the high street, what we tend to do, we gravitate to the shops we kind of know, the ones we feel comfortable in. So we go into, I don't know, River Island, H&M, Harvey Nicks if you're up there, Selfridges. You may go into a Banana Republic. You may go into a New Look, Big John Lewis, anything like that. But actually, you may always walk past Stradivarius, for example, or you may walk past Mango. I don't want you to do that. I want you to go, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to go and have a look in there. You don't have to buy anything, but sometimes you will be pleasantly surprised. You might see different colors. You might see different styles. You might think, oh, I never knew they did things like that. And actually, that's where the magic starts to happen. So when we talk about this whole, new year, new you kind of thing, it's never about that. It's just about going, do you know what? I'm going to do things a little bit different. And actually, if you're feeling a little bit of a style rut with regards to what you wear or the shops you go in or the online retailers that you use, now is a really good time to have a look. You don't ever have to go into the high street and shop and buy, but you could go into the high street and think, I'm going to go and have a look in there. Now, I want you as well to free your mind when you go shopping from, I can't go into that shop because it's for people of a certain age, or I can't go in there because that's not my style, or I can't go in there because I've never been in there before. The shops want you to go in. They want you to go and have a look, at their new collections. And it's about, sometimes we put on those big brave pants and go, do you know what, I'm going to go and have a look. Because as much as, you might love Marks and Spencer's, if you walk past New Look, you don't know what magic is happening in there. And it is walk in, have a browse, go out. You don't have to linger. There's another quick trick, actually. If you're going into stores, in store, literally into the high street, please stop as you just get into the front of the door of the store and have a look around and go, okay, do I like that? Do I like this? What's down the back? Once you're fully encased in that shop, it becomes really overwhelming. So if you stand at the front, have a look, and then go, okay, I'm not really into that collection over there on my right, but I really like those pieces there on my left. Go and have a look. And sometimes we all know the high street doors can be quite overladen with clothes, and you have to do a bit of searching. Sometimes the wonderful items are those that are at the back of a rail, or the ones that are, tucked away sometimes. And I know shopping can be hard for people. I know people don't find it as exciting as I do. I know you don't. But you know what? It's time. Just allocate yourself time. So if you're planning, I don't know, to go food shopping, and there might be in-store clothes, have a quick look. Don't have to buy. Just have a browse and just start to familiarize yourself with the colors of the season, the new pieces, etc. So we can definitely do that as well, just to kind of motivate us, and inspire us to do different things. Now, the other thing I would say is, now, ladies, how and when was the last time you had a bra measurement? I have a client the other day who said, well, I haven't for about 6 years. So as much as we all say about, what, we must have the right bra because it's better for our bust to have the right shape and the right styles, it makes a massive difference on your clothing. So basically, if your bust has, the right bra, the boobs will sit in the right place, which means the structure that you get underneath is going to allow the garments to look better on top. So I have a massive saying, and I say, if you get the scaffolding right underneath, then the whole look is better. If you have the right shape bra and your bust is sat where it's supposed to sit, it will make your torso look slimmer because you have created space from the base of your bust to the waistband of your trousers, your skirt, or if you've got a dress on, you will create that longevity. So it is really important. And I would say, if you haven't had it done for a long time, make that a priority for your new year. There are some great places, you have got, places like department stores as John Lewis, you've got, M&S. I know Harvey Nicks has a great lingerie department. You've also got House of Fraser, and you've also got some of those beautiful independent boutiques, where ladies are specializing in fitting you the most wonderful bra. So have a look at those as well, so we can get the scaffolding right and then all the clothes can come right. So what I wanted to chat to you today on the podcast was about, we can go into the new year, but we don't have to panic with this whole, whoa, new year, new you kind of thing. It's just about, let's do things a little bit different, Let's change the way potentially we shop. Let's have a look at different brands. Let's look at different colors. It could be that, I've never tried that style before. I'm going to try it now. It could be, I've never really liked a trainer, for example. Now, me and trainers, I've got loads. And I love a trainer just purely because they create so many different outfits. It's very me. There you go. It goes back to what we said earlier on about the whole personality piece. I love a trainer, but I also love being comfortable. So it suits me down to the ground. And I also, if for the ladies that have shopped with me, I march. I'm a bit of a marcher when I walk. So having something flat really enables me to move around quickly on personal shopping consultations, etc. So we've got that going on in the new year. And you know what, as well, for ladies who are maybe female entrepreneurs or business leaders or, women in business, we can also look at, do our clothes represent our branding? And that's another thing, going into the new year. I've done it. We all look at our business branding. We look at our headshots. We look at, does this represent me? Are the clothes I'm wearing, do they represent my business? So again, that's the time we can kind of look at things, and it's interesting, isn't it? We all do it in a new year. We do it at back end of the previous year or the new year, and we kind of look at everything and go, right, do you know what? Is all this working for me? And should I make a few changes? And that's where we're going from. I don't know about anybody else, but, I get to January and I look at all the bills in our house and I think, okay, can I get any of these cheaper? Can I change supplier? Can I do all of that? Dog insurance and horse insurance and all that type of thing. So we all tend to do things at the beginning of the year. Amazing, really. Well, I know we do things during the middle of the year as well, but it tends to be this new year, we've got this motivation to do a few different things. So, so that was the reason for the podcast today. It was just to say a happy new year to you all. We are kicking off the podcast with a new microphone, which my wonderful family bought me for Christmas, because when I set the podcast up a year ago, I didn't have, the technology. And my family said to me, what would you like for Christmas, Lisa? And I said, I'd like a new microphone for my podcast, and I'd like a pop filter. And I think they all look at me sometimes and think I'm nuts, but I'm really excited because, I love doing the podcast, and this year we're going to grow it. We've got some amazing guests. We're going to talk about style and fashion, but do you know as well, this is your podcast. Yes, I deliver it, but I want you as the listener to ping me messages and say, Lisa, can you cover this? Lisa, would you be able to talk about this? Can I come on and talk about this? This podcast is for you, the listener. So let's make it incredibly interactive. If you want to come on and chat about loads of different things, then let's do it. Let's get some brands on, which I've got in the pipeline. And I've got a couple of celebrities that are in the wings as well for you all. So that is today. Okay. So it is a happy new year to everybody. And let's kick off the new year with maybe thinking about things that we could do a little bit differently that just puts a smile on our face, because that's what I want. All clothes, everything you wear, whether it's a beautiful pair of earrings or whether it's a stunning lipstick that you like or a great top, everything has to make you smile, because then you feel good. So that is it for me today, and we are back next week, but I hope everybody has enjoyed this week's podcast. Any questions, as always, please just send them over to me, and I will look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye-bye, everybody.